the CPU being brainwashed.
I mean, I guess that's true. Yeah, I can't think of any instance.
We
of that
fought
happening.
clones, but that's not the same.
Yeah, not really
Maybe
brainwashing.
good old Prince
Yeah.
Red needs to give her young
Huh.
princess a kiss. Like in all those
Red, why do we, like, tolerate you? I'm confused.
You and that other guy both to jail.
Yeah, you should probably both go to jail.
No! If you try to do something
Yeah.
crazy like that, I'll kick you!
Thank you, Ram.
Thank you,
It's
Ram.
hard to express with words, but what if we try to awaken her from the soul outward?
Are you just
What?
saying let's play music?
Underling said it was easy to do because of the lack of shares, Mew.
That sounds like 5PB is saying maybe we can revive her with a song.
Yeah, I guess they're probably gonna be like, no, use the tiny Sharasite on
The
her.
opposite.
Yeah, just
It'll
throw
be
it at her.
brainwashed if she gets a lot of shares, Mew.
Or maybe that just powers her up, but the brainwashing is still there.
Just gotta throw it at her really hard.
I wouldn't trust anything.
Yeah, the
that
control is
told.
there, and it might
Just a
not be based on.
hypothesis, Mew.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We've
This
no
feels
other
like it could
options right
backfire, is all.
I mean, the person who brainwashed her isn't here anymore, so I don't know.
Yeah.
now. Okay, then we're
Do you
back
notice
That
that
would
the
be
sound
important.
effect for him leaving was just like, pew?
I
Like,
didn't.
he just slipped away.
Huh.
I think he flew off.
Chill out.
I still
geez.
think he's
It's
a
too late
robot
to give
snake.
chase, and
I
they'll
still
make
think
their
he's
move
just a
soon.
robot.
Let's gather in.
He's just a talking Killasheen, and this is what they're like.
Some kind of vampire robot, maybe, but yeah, no, I'm more willing to believe he's some kind of like Killasheen, possibly with a body.
Just a Killasheen with legs. Looks like a weird robot Trogdor.
Oh, did you want to read this?
Did we have a voice for her?
I don't think we did.
Should I do a stupid accent?
It's up to you.
I'm just gonna do a voice.
Okay.
I have information, or not really. But I did receive a request for aid to stop a rampaging CPU in town.
If they didn't wait at all, huh? Everybody ready? Did they just leave and we didn't get a scene for them leaving?
Yeah. Like, sort of.
Okay.
Like we held Ram back from doing something. But we didn't...
I guess.
Like, I thought we were gonna have a fight.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna fight in the room, but I
Yeah.
guess they just don't want us to. They don't want to have to come up with a background in 3D that they have to be able to like.
Yeah,
slip
they don't
through
want
and
to do, like, a room.
Yeah, it would be too difficult, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Did we have a
Nope,
voice
we
for...
did not have a voice for. Oh, you know what? Maybe we did. But if we did, it was in Rebirth 1.
They didn't have any
They didn't
non-voice
talk
lines.
almost at all. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Those dummies won't get away with what they did to Rom. Never, ever.
That's an okay one.
It's a baby voice.
That's
That
fine.
kind of works.
Okay.
And it just kind of became the thing that I do all the CPUs, and I'm not
Yeah.
sure when that happened, but it's fine.
It's the Nep Fan Club Vice Chairman.
I know I did this one too. Nep after she transforms? No good. What? Nep's best when she's her small, loud self. The one I'm cosplaying.
Yeah. Let's see. Nothing else? Nothing at all?
No, I guess not.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything except for the Loey one. Huh. Okay, then.
Hey,
That's
this is my
weird.
dream party.
It shouldn't be. Do we even have any new people right now? Do we have, No, Ram did not join us.
Man,
Yeah, I guess we have to get him as a package.
Yeah,
that
good
kind of
girl.
makes sense.
Destroy. Destroy everything.
Okay.
She doesn't sound like she's into it.
She doesn't sound like she really cares.
I mean,
This is
yeah.
awesome. Front row seat to watch a CPU blow up her own nation.
You'd think that this would make people believe
you
in
are.
her more, but in that fear sort of way. That Old
Yeah, you'd think
Testament
so.
kind of
Like,
belief.
Because R4 had shares in the form of fear as well.
Yeah.
So you'd think that it would, to some extent, anyway.
Although I guess her shares would be R4 shares right
I-
now.
I guess,
Read the
technically.
atmosphere, you idiots.
Yeah. But once we get her
say
back,
that
people
you
might be,
enjoy
oh
seeing this
yeah, I
destruction."
totally believe in this fearsome,
Give me that
vengeful
rope,
god.
or else.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or
Yeah.
else what? You'll fight me?
So is it going to be
Okay,
Underling
do
and
your
Rom
worst,
together?
Short stack. Just know that this kid is gonna act as my shield as soon as you try anything.
Well, then we're gonna beat her up. Like,
Do we have to fight her without hitting?
You're cheating.
Like, is it gonna be an actual target we can't hit?
Underling.
I don't know. Maybe.
Huh.
Don't try to piss her off. You ready, Gear? Yes. Take this.
Let's just.
Oh shit, that's bright. Not. It was just a sparkle.
Okay.
Is that really
You had
all
me
you
thinking
got?
that something was happening.
I think they activated the Sherasite.
Oh, I thought they were turning into their CPU forms.
No,
to fight.
I think they were just activating Sherasite.
That was a bluff.
Are we just not gonna get a
You
fight?
think you can
Come on.
reverse the brainwashing with
I don't
a little
know.
bleeding?
Yeah, they might run again and we have to go through a dungeon.
Maybe.
Why are you screaming?
Hmm.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me this is the trying to come back cliche. It's working.
Well, did you expect her not to try and come back?
Ram, talk to
Just-
your
just-
sister.
Push the Sherasite into her forehead.
Super awesome twin sister, Ram.
No, it's already been flashbanged.
Hide it in a cupcake and trick her into eating it.
If she
Yeah.
snaps out of it,
Put it in the
boss is gonna have my
donuts.
head. Hey, we're leaving, Brat.
Just hold her
Hurry it up.
nose until she opens her mouth and just toss it in there. I'm just assuming now that it's, like, edible.
I mean, I kind of assumed, because I said pill earlier anyway, so, like, I kind of assumed
It's on the
too.
verge of wearing off.
It's probably
back
some
down
sort
now.
of... Have we seen a graphic of Sherasite? It sounds like it's a rock.
I just assumed it was like a diamond of some sort.
Yeah. Like some kind of weird plot crystal.
Yeah, I don't know for sure if we've actually
Atari
seen
Marsh.
it. Oh, this is where the Atari winds up.
Well, it's got Space Invaders in it. Meow Vaders.
Huh.
That's kind of cute.
Get beat
I
first.
guess, sure.
Red's turn.
Let's see.
Gotcha. I'll do my best.
Dead.
If you're hurt, leave it to me. It's
Why does Compa have like a syringe that goes like so wide?
I don't know. It's a really good question, right?
Yeah, because like with the swords, it's been like at least in the first game, Nep's swords were like, oh, if it's a really big broadsword, it goes one way. And is that a Met tool?
No,
I mean,
it's the
it's a
frog in
frog.
the Met Tool helmet.
Yeah, but from behind it looks like a.
No,
a
they're
Met tool.
clearly supposed to be. Like
Yeah.
that's the joke.
I just never noticed it before.
No, they're supposed to be here, but this is the first time we've seen the frogs like this. They usually wear little boxes.
Okay, that's because I know I've seen the frogs before. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
wait. If you're hurt,
But look at how wide that is. It's a syringe. It should be a poke. If anything,
I
it should go
know.
forward and not to the side.
I would guess that it's probably because she has maybe her attacks for the most part are just sweeps with it.
But that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know.
The
You'd think
needle.
that it wouldn't make any fucking sense because that's clearly not something that you should be doing with a syringe. Yeah.
And then, like with
You
other
should be
stuff,
jabbing with it.
with other weapons, like Nep's swords are either like a broad swipe or like just a narrow slice. Or when we had Pishi, she had some that were like almost L-shaped, like she was punching and she was just doing a hook.
Yeah.
So I kind of liked that there was like a pattern to it, and then it's like it's a wide range needle or something.
I don't know.
It's weird.
I guess, I mean, has it always been that way for Compa, though? Do you
No, not
remember?
normally.
And then maybe it's just this one particular weapon that's done this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure normally she just has a regular square, like the
I
standard
don't
one.
know.
By the way, we picked up a CPU equipment a little bit ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Earth W. So-
Probably.
I don't know if
I'll
we
check that in a
have-
second. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any other Earth parts. I think we do.
I think we've got one or two of the little Earth parts somewhere. Yeah. They're, if I remember correctly, they're not particularly good, but we can look at it. It's
Yeah,
not
I
the
like
right
just
button.
seeing them. I like playing dress up.
I know you do. Let's see. We'll go into here. Nothing there. We have Earth here,
this is so cool.
Earth here, Earth here, Earth here, and Earth here.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's the full Earth.
Yeah, she's like a chocolate bunny.
A little bit.
What are
So,
the stats like?
not as good. Typically we do, well, this is the base for it. So Frost increases mentality, tech, and just ice in general. And then Flame, which is the one that we had prior to this, is strength and intelligence. So this is defensive and this is offensive, is basically the way that it rolls.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
That fire would be offense.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
The flame stuff, I think, was a better option for what we were going with.
Can't wait till we have more than one CPU in the party so I can just tell you to play dress up with everyone.
It would be nice, I agree. She doesn't have anything. What am I doing? Did anybody pick up anything new? They haven't, right? Not at all?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay, and then just save one more time to make sure, and then we'll go to the next one. Yeah. Yeah, just safety saving.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a white rabbit.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Is this the first time we've seen them recolored this way?
I think it might be, yeah.
We saw some invaders that were like pink, but this is the first time they've ever been just one color without the little animal parts being a different one.
Yeah, that's weird and interesting, and I like it. They still have a second head on the back.
Yeah. They look good this way.
Yeah, they do. I agree.
I'd like a keychain of that kind of thing. That thing was cute.
Do you think they make keychains of the enemies from Neptunia?
Probably not, but they probably make those flat vinyl keychain chibis of the characters.
Yeah, almost definitely.
Those are probably just easy to make.
If those things are still made, I actually don't know if they still make those.
I don't know, probably.
They do, right?
Probably. It seems to me like since you see so many of them, they're so often just stock art of things. Like, it's gotta be that, like, there's just machines that do it based on a file you put in.
You'd think so, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I know that there's places that make metal pins that way, where you can submit a file. It's expensive, so I've never done it, but, like, you just have to have the parameters right for the file, and I think you gotta do, like, not a PSD, but some other file type, but you gotta have, like, a path made for where the cuts go or something.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, like, it's probably something that's easy to churn out, so there's no way they're not doing them. Those things would break, though, eventually, just because they're just soft vinyl.
Yeah.
So, like, after a point in high school, I just stopped buying them from Hot Topic because it made me sad.
Yeah. At some point, I got one from Monster Hunter that's a dual-sided one.
Oh, yeah, like it's the front of the character and the back of the character, and it's a little bit 3D.
Yeah, it's actually really 3D compared to what they usually are. Usually they're almost not 3D at all. Like, there's a little bit of 3D going on, but it's not a lot. And the one I have from Monster Hunter is just a Palico, and it's like, I was really disappointed when I realized that it was just a flat vinyl keychain. But then I realized that on top of being just flat vinyl, it's actually more 3D than typical, and it's double-sided, and I was like, this is like... Some company had the option to make these flat vinyl things and went, can I just make them shitty figures instead? And it's like, it's still good, I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's like, it's not a full-on actual figure. I like it though, it's an interesting concept.
Yeah, it's still nice.
Yeah.
I've been seeing an increase in people getting pins and stuff made in that way where it's clearly like they drew art and submitted it to a manufacturer. And I'm not sure where they're getting like acrylic charms and metal pins, and you could probably get those vinyl keychains, but I've never looked into it because it would be a big upfront investment to get them made.
Oh yeah, typically when you want to do things like that, it winds up being that you have to make like, if it's a small company, 50 at a time. If it's a larger one, maybe as many as like 300 at a time.
Yeah, if I could get just
tends
one
to be
made,
all over the fucking place.
If I could just get a place to make one, I would just get one of each of like my OCs.
Yeah, but you'll never wind up in a situation where they'll let you just make one.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to get a better look at this area. Have we mentioned how like MMO a lot of these areas look? We have mentioned this, right? Like,
yeah, like this.
And this does look nice as you get up to it, but it's like, wow, this is clearly not a real place at all.
This looks like kind of like it could be one of those procedurally generated .hack dungeons.
I was gonna say that. Like, I was actively gonna say this looks like a .hack dungeon, honestly.
Yeah, it also looks a little bit like if some of those bottom of the lake areas in Dark Souls had color.
Yeah, speaking of .hack real fast, CC Corporation tends to be in these games sometimes.
She's probably in here somewhere.
She might be, I have no idea. .hack GU got a re-release on Steam.
But the original didn't.
And the original did not.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, how bullshit is that? Like,
yeah, I am not buying the sequel series if they don't put the first one out.
No, yeah, I don't like that
concept
concept
at
at
all.
all.
You'll have double money or zero money.
Exactly, it's double or nothing at that point.
Maybe there's reasons they haven't. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe there's some kind of weird licensing issue between studios or something.
Also, we had a conversation about this in a video years and years ago where I was talking about, like, I looked into it and found out that the Lost .hack game, which is a game that was literally just an MMO for .hack.
And then fans made a private server.
Yeah, it died, and then fans didn't just make it a private server, they went back in and started fixing things in the game and repairing it and making it better and like all this other stuff, and people were like, holy shit, like this is so much effort to put in for this, and people were like, yeah, but we like it. That died. That I think that team fell apart, unfortunately. And they'd been doing good work for like years and years and years, and it was only within, I think, the last 2 years that they just kind of stopped doing it.
We never gave them any support, so I guess we can't say anything
which is
to
unfortunate.
It. I just didn't know about them until you found out, and I don't remember if we looked very far into it.
No, not really.
Well, anyways, we gotta get Rom back. Can you, like, find her reset button or something?
It's in her eyeball.
It might be.
Check this thing out, twerp.
You just click a thing on the back of her neck and say a password, and it's just... Oh, there she is. Kind of. She's getting there.
What's going on? She looks like she's in pain.
She is in pain.
It's not
She was in the middle of a fever coma and then got stolen by a robot snake.
Okay? Enemies. We kill our enemies. Got it?
This... Is this finally gonna be the fight?
I hope we actually get into a fight here.
Oh,
wait, what? She could just do that to anyone?
Yeah, I thought they needed the eyes thing.
Oh, maybe it's because they're twins, so if they get close enough to each other, it just affects both of them.
Yeah, maybe. Are they just technically one person or something?
I don't know, maybe. Maybe on a technical basis.
Yeah, because, like, goddess physics are weird.
Hey, brats. Call me boss lady.
No.
Boss lady. Give us a command, boss lady.
Ah, crap. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like, we don't know for sure how goddess stuff works, so these two came about at the same time and in the same way as other singular CPU candidates did, so...
Yeah.
Is there just a chance that
they're supposed to be one person and they split right at the end and became two people instead?
Or it's just like a...
So they're just supposed to be one individual.
A computer with two hard drives.
I mean, they do represent a singular console, in all fairness.
Yeah.
And they're, like, roughly physically half the age of all of the other candidates.
Yeah.
Which would make you think then, oh wait, they are one person who's been separated into two bodies, more or less. And the age got halved, the size got halved, the power got halved.
Yeah, it's
so if
less
you hit one of them with something hard enough and then the other one gets too close. Like,
I think it's less that they're one person than more that they're spiritually conjoined.
Maybe.
They're joined at the psychic connection.
Well, they are, like I said, they are the DS together. They're each one screen of the DS.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
So there's still like a cable somewhere in between connecting them.
I mean, the DS didn't have link cables, but that's fine.
Like inside the hinge.
I guess. Yeah, I can hit one.
What's this music?
I don't know.
It's a little...
I don't think we've ever heard it.
It's a little chiptune-y.
Yeah, I think
like
this might be unique to them.
It's nice.
I should probably turn into an HDD if I'm doing this.
Yeah, makes sense.
Let's see. Mirage Dance.
Which one of them is the touch screen?
Well, they both have the same part to the front of their outfits, so I have no idea. I'm gonna guess it's probably Ram, because she's the one who beats on people. I don't know.
Okay.
I choose to believe that because it feels like a better answer to me.
I don't think it really means anything.
No, it really doesn't. Let's see. Slash Wave.
They both come with styluses.
They do.
So, I don't know. They never came out with like a Vita CPU candidate, did they? Did they stop? Because they put these games on Vita.
Technically, Uni is.
Well, she's a PSP, right?
Yes, but these games take place during a very specific era, and I don't think they ever take place beyond that era. Like,
Okay.
I don't think they ever took these games and went, oh, well, let's do, like, more modern consoles with it. I don't think that was a thing they ever really
Okay.
did.
Because there's touchscreens on the Vita. So
Yeah.
you could have had a weird...
What's on the back of the Vita, but yeah.
Yeah, but
No, you know what, actually, I think the front of the Vita
twins.
might also be a touchscreen. I don't even remember, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen one in person.
I've seen a Vita, but I've never owned a Vita.
I've seen them in boxes, but it's not the same.
No, I've even played with a Vita on 1 or 2 different occasions, but it's been so long,
Yeah.
honestly.
It's my turn.
I think we mentioned it in a stream, but at some point we had the plan to pick up a Vita, specifically one of the Vita TVs, so that we could do specifically like Digimon games and stuff, because they, for a while, were only coming out on Vita. And we were like, oh, well, we can do that. That'll work fine, because they were like $30. And we just kind of sat around like waiting until we felt like it was a better investment, because we were thinking we're going to get the game and we're going to get the Vita TV, and that's maybe together about $70 to $75, something like that.
But we had other games we wanted to get through for the channel first.
Exactly. And I went back and checked recently, and they ceased to produce the Vita TV, and the price jumped to like $150 to $200 a unit. Like, it's unreal. I think you can buy a Vita for less money now.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It really is.
But we still have so many games to get through, so
Yeah.
I'm not too worried.
Well, originally, one of the other reasons that we wanted to buy a Vita wasn't just for Digimon games, it was for Neptunia. Specifically.
That's true, but all of the Neptunias are on Steam.
Yeah, they wound up getting moved to Steam and stuff.
Yeah, so that's
at the
fine.
time that we were talking about it, that wasn't actually a thing.
Also, didn't they currently get a permanent price drop?
Yeah, on Steam, the
Yeah.
Neptunia games recently, yeah.
We already got
Yeah,
them. We got them on sale.
Yeah,
so
we
it's
got all
fine.
of them on sale.
But, like,
on the
I
next
guess they're
sale, they're
cheaper.
all going to be cheaper than they were the last sale, I guess.
Do you recognize us, Ron?
Unless it's not as big a sale. But
Yeah,
Christmas is
yeah.
coming up, so it probably will be.
Oh yeah, Christmas sales are going to be unreal.
Yeah, we need to start, like, lurking around on Steam again.
Be such a bully about it.
Shut up, Ram.
We saved you. Now
Back to normal.
your weird aunts told us that we can have you now.
Yeah, now we have you. You're ours. To go and throw at problems until they fix themselves.
We get to play dress up with more than one
that's
goddess.
taking it too far.
What? No. Like I'm just gonna tell you to put like CPU equipment on them.
Get ready
I
to
don't
feel
know.
our wrath.
Poor Underling is like, do I even want to leave at this point? If I stay, I get beaten up. If I leave, I get beaten up.
Yeah,
Because she'll have to go back to the boss who was being a weirdo.
She could defect.
I guess. Oh no, he's
Oh.
here. All right.
Please let us fight him.
Oh, there he is.
Fuck. There he is. He's got
I was
chameleon
right.
eyes.
I was right. He was totally a robot.
He has weird lizardy-ish eyes, sort
CFW
of.
trick.
Great, another
wonder
weirdo.
what
I feel like we've seen this enemy before.
I
He
don't
was among
think
the
so.
enemies we originally faced in the game industry graveyard.
Maybe he was in that first cutscene.
So, hey, boss.
I mean,
what
maybe,
happened here
yeah.
was like-
I don't remember him
Oh,
though.
no. Okay, I remember when we were talking about this design at some point. I think at the beginning of the game we did fight something like this, and we were talking about it. This is almost identical to an enemy in Rebirth 1 that they changed little things about and then recolored and stuck somewhere.
Oh,
and
I
somebody
remember that.
told us at the time, I can't believe they did that. That's a spoiler for the next game.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, it'll be more familiar once I see the full body in the 3D model.
Yeah, totally. You're gonna clobber
He's
these
got kind of a weird turtle face.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit, but with a chin.
Dare you raise your wrinkly hands against these poor defenseless
Wrinkly?
cutie pies.
He's calling them haggard fiends. He's saying that
Because-
the other ones are too old.
Because they're like older than 10?
Yeah.
It's your fault for using
This
that
guy
weird
needs
thing.
to prison.
He does. Are we just gonna push him off? Because if we could just push him into the water and he drowns, I mean, like, nobody is here to say anything about
Well, we were under the impression that he flies or something, right?
it. Well, he's a horrible robot monster mash, so...
So he probably has jets.
Yeah, maybe.
Ah!
Okay! Thanks for this, Neptunia.
No!
I guess we're going to jail now.
Why does it have a biological
I
tongue
don't
anyways?
know. Why have we had to sit through these images twice now in a row? Like, the last 2 CGs we've gotten have been this and the Doggo attack.
Is that really the last time we got a CG?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't, because we got them bouncing at a concert.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's
So,
true.
like,
Yeah, we've got
3
that
for
one.
3.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
That's
they're always a
really
little bit
freaking
like
weird.
that.
But this is how you clean and heal wounds.
Are you gonna, like, blur this?
I don't know if I can.
And it might
It's
make it
too
feel...
much.
It might look worse if you blur it, because then people just think it's something
Maybe.
worse.
We'll see. I might blur it. I'll make an attempt.
Mm. Can I blur the TV? Where's the remote? Does it have a blur mode?
Oh no, broccoli, don't.
Yeah, you stay away.
Another compact little cutie. Alas, I'm not enough of a man to care for the 3 of you.
His tongue has changed design.
Yeah.
I don't get what you're doing, but can you hurry up and beat the snot out of our enemies?
Is she just pretending she doesn't know what's going on?
Yeah, I think maybe she just doesn't want to think about it.
I cannot watch these.
Just take a pipe to one of his eyes, underling.
I'm fine. I'm totally cool. I mean, pain is the least of my worries right now.
Please hit him.
Yeah.
Bother everywhere.
Join our Nepgear cult and hit that guy. What? Oh. Rom has that ability?
Rom can get angry?
Boss, look.
She's confused too.
Did recover their health.
Yes, well.
Okay, cool. So now they can
it's
fight.
unfair to fight at a clear advantage. But even at full
Okay.
strength, they are no match for me.
This voice actor really is
Yeah,
hamming
he's
it up good.
gotten really into it.
Yeah.
Chivalrous. Acting like a massive perv cancels out any coolness.
Broccoli's face is appropriate.
Yeah.
Because she knows she's next.
He's certainly unique and rather diluted, but he looks quite strong.
I like Gemma's face during this too. Like, it's hard to see, but he's in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah, he's
He's just...
he's in double horror. It's like worse than usual for that thing.
Yeah.
Now I shall show my prowess to both my cutie
Okie
pies
dokie.
and you old hag.
I kind of want an actual old person to show up and be a character now, just to spite.
There he
Yeah,
is.
that is familiar.
Yeah, they were purple in Rebirth 1.
So is that thing on his back, is that supposed to look like a face?
I would say so, because it's got clear eyes and a mouth. He's just got
Yeah.
a secondary head back there, basically.
Yeah, just straight up
I think if
another
you look at him from behind, he's got a big eject button for a disc, too. And, like,
Huh.
a whole panel. Like, just sitting on his back. Like, he's
okay.
some kind of almost a console, but not quite.
And a weird bondage ring.
Yeah, he's got a weird bondage ring. The original version of him that showed up in Rebirth 1, because the colors made him vaguely look like a GameCube.
Huh.
For some very strange reason.
He's probably supposed to represent some kind of pirating hardware, though, so...
I mean, probably.
Or maybe nothing. Whatever a CFW trick would be.
I
have no idea.
I mean, it could be a trick with a CFW network. I guess that kind of works.
What is that?
Don't worry about it. It's a thing. Don't.
Alright.
It's fine.
Something
You know what?
technical?
I'm gonna do this because I don't think that I have ever actually done this one. And Compa, you don't need it, so you're not getting it.
What was that? Just a strength buff?
Yeah, it's just a buff to strength.
Okay.